Leslie here, and today we're going to be doing a cooking video. I have all the stuff right here, but nobody can see it because I'm so tall that you can't even see my table, and I'm not going to be moving the camera around 55 million times just because to see stuff. So anyway, you'll probably just see it when I just put everything in these things. So yeah, I painted my room, but nobody could tell, so that's great. Anyway, let's get started. Okay. Number one is, see, this is why I don't do these videos, because my brain is everywhere. We need yogurt and Greek yogurt, and this, did I even tell you guys what? Hey y'all, it's little Leslie here, and today we're going to be making ranch dressing. I personally stopped eating ranch dressing a couple years ago because I knew it just wasn't very good for you. And one day I was scrolling through my TikTok that's right here, and you can follow me if you would really like to. And I was like, oh, what's this? And the person said, throw away your ranch dressing at home and make this because it tastes literally just like it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So first, you're going to need some Greek yogurt. I wanted the 2%, but I got the 5%. Wasn't even thinking about it, whatever. You're going to need mayonnaise. You're going to need apple cider vinegar. I'm so happy that, I can use this apple cider vinegar because I feel like it kind of just sits in my refrigerator and it's kind of boring. You're going to need some water. I would put this water in a cup, but I'm afraid I'm going to spill it on my laptop. So I'm not going to do that. You're going to need a container. I also got, if you follow me on my Instagram, I got this little container. I've made this ranch dressing over 3 times, and the container just wasn't for it. It was more for oils, and I was thinking, oh, if I make it kind of watery, it will come out. No, was not happening, so that's not working. And then you're going to need some chives. You're going to need a whole bunch of other stuff that's over here that I'm not going to show because I'm not about to do all that, okay? Okay, let's get started. Number one, we're going to start with the yogurt. You're going to put 3/4 of yogurt. I have some, kind of questions here on my laptop. And first off, let's just talk about the weather because here it feels like we're living in fucking Palm Springs, and I'm not about that life, and no. Being in Palm Springs is fun for I don't know, a day, and then you just want to go back home, and you just want to sit in your AC if you have AC, but usually where I live, a lot of people don't have AC. I lived without an AC for 18 years of my life. So I think Jesus, or whatever you believe in, really came through with me, and he said you get an AC. So now I have an AC. So that's great, because living without an AC, and I even lived without a heater too, which sucked. Which it's actually the law in California. Every household has to have a heater. But our renter people were like, sorry, so we could have easily sued them, but we didn't do that because we just didn't. And it's just too much. Anyway, going on, but I have AC, so I'm really blessed about that. I use the word blessed a lot, so that's great. But that's just how I feel about, I ran out of breath. That's just, I'm going to use this whole thing, I think. That's how I feel about the weather. It's just Palm Springs, and I don't really want to live in Palm Springs. So the weather needs to go back to wherever it came from because, God, I'm making a fucking mess. Because nobody invited her or him, whatever it is. So, oh shit, I'm making a real mess today. Making a real mess. But the yogurt is done with. I have paper towel. Here they are. So, yeah, basically, moral of the story is the weather has got to go. Ew, it's all up in my fingernails. That's like gross. As you guys know, I did Instacart about 3.5 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and out of all honesty, I don't think I really liked it. And I'm just going to show some clips right here. I know I said I was going to post a video and like I'm putting the yogurt inside the container. I know I said that I was going to post a video about it, but I absolutely hated the footage, and if you really know me, you know that I love to edit videos, and just the footage just wasn't the best, and not even the best, it was just boring to me. So if it's boring, why would I post about it? So Instacart, let's talk about Instacart, because these bitches are crazy. Like, it honestly showed me how lazy America is. And I know with the whole COVID thing, a lot of people don't want to go out their house, which I totally understand. And I know that I can't use lazy right now as like describing Instacart for people, because a lot of people just aren't going out of their house, which totally makes sense. But I really just saw how bad people eat. Number one, people don't eat very good. It's really nasty what people buy at the grocery store. Doing Instacart is a lot of work. It really is. It's not like, I thought it was going to be grocery shopping like it is when I go grocery shopping. And I love going grocery shopping. So I thought it was going to be fun. No, not at all. Now doing mayonnaise inside the 3/4. And I put the Greek yogurt in here. We love getting rid of things. I actually really do like getting rid of things. It's not your regular, like, let's go grocery shopping. It's not like that at all. You get to the grocery store, you have to go find the stuff, and not only do you have to go find the stuff, you also, oh my god, I hope this works. You also have to like mark the stuff that you bought. It's just like a whole process, and it's not really fun. Like, it's really like physically a lot of work. And every once in a while, you know, you'll have a fun day. But right now, since it's like 100 degrees outside here in LA, I don't want to go grocery shopping for myself, nor do I want to go grocery shopping for anybody else. So, like, it's just really just not that fun. Am I gonna do it again? Yeah, because I need money. I did have some really sweet customers. This lady gave me a $20 tip in cash, so I was like, girl, you're so sweet. I don't have enough mayonnaise, so I hope this works. Any other questions about Instacart? I would love to talk about it more, but that's personally just my opinion, and it can be stressful, I'll be honest about that. So that's Instacart. The mayonnaise and the Greek yogurt is in here. A teaspoon of onion powder. Got that. Okay. Oh, shit. Well, we're just going to do this. I hope that was half a teaspoon, because whatever. Someone wanted me to talk about relationships, so I need to put garlic powder. I'm going to talk about relationships. I love talking about relationships. I love giving people advice on relationships. I don't know why, but I do. I haven't really been in many relationships. I need parsley flakes. That's the closest thing that I got. I've made this so many times that I just kind of just pour it in there. Like, that's just what I do. Anyway, so relationships. I kind of just want to give my full attention on this right now. So relationships and just how I've been feeling. Something that I've kind of just learned throughout the past month, since I am like kind of just still unwinding from what happened from the past in a relationship. Like, I'm still trying to get over it, let's just say that. And it's not easy, and everyone goes at their own pace. And something that like I can definitely like give advice on is, if you're feeling a certain way and like you just really need someone to talk to, but if you go and talk to your friends, like, they're just tired of hearing about it. So the best thing to do is just honestly go and talk to that person about it that was involved in it, because that's the best thing for you to do, and they can't just be like, oh my god, I'm so tired of like hearing this. And if they do, like, just like say that, which I've had that before, and it really hurts. It really does, because it's just like, you were kind of in the same like boat as me, but you just don't want to hear about it. Like, I feel like that it just really like personally hurt me. And so it is really hard to like talk to that one person about it. But I feel like one day, like, they'll come around and they'll just be like, I totally understand why you're upset. And that was like, that time will come. But yeah, that's personally what I'm going through. Like, there's just things of like certain days, how I feel and all this stuff. And I just want to talk to the one person about it, but I can't, because like they just kind of shoo you away, like all your other friends. And all like I really could tell myself is, you just know that you love that person so much and cared about them so much, and just really, really saw them in your life, and you're still healing, which is great. It's natural. It's just normal. And know whoever you date next, like, they're going to be the one that if anything happens, they're going to want to hear about it, and they're going to want to put in their opinion, and they're just going to want to really just hear about it. So that's what I have to keep telling myself. And yeah, that's personally the advice that I can give. And yeah, so just know, if you're just kind of like battling through things, talk about the person that was involved in it as well. And if they really don't want to hear about it, just honestly get a notebook and write about it, because that's the best thing you can do, but also keep your mind busy. So that's all I really can say about relationship advice. I really just wanted to give my time and attention to that topic and just kind of stop doing all this. I would have already been done with this, but I'm talking all at the same time. I know, everyone has been talking about my podcast, and they're just like, oh my god, when is this girl going to do another podcast? And I'm working on it. I'm hoping that there is another podcast. I want to do a podcast on advice, because I generally love giving advice. But everything's pretty much like the same size powder-wise. You'll see everything in the description. I'm just kind of going to put the pepper in. I'm trying to like figure out what I'm doing here. A tablespoon. For this one, I kind of just threw everything together, which you can do too, but I would suggest only doing that if you know like that you've done this 1,000 times. Kind of just pour the apple cider vinegar in, because I feel like, I think that was maybe a little too much, but whatever. It says to add water, but it doesn't really say how much water. So personally, like, my water, I kind of figure out how much water I want with thickness wise. So I'll add a little bit of water, and if the ranch is too too thick, then I'll just add a little bit more. And I always just add a little more water, and I don't add like too much. I'm going to use the biggest spoon that I have in my house that's pink, because I can. And I'm just going to stir all this up. It says to shake it too, but I like to stir it because I feel like that's when everything kind of goes into place. So yeah, this is actually like, the ranch lasts you, how long does it last you for? We've used the ranch multiple times, because I kind of just told like my parents, like, let's not buy ranch anymore, and I'll just make it. So that's just what I'm doing, and then I want to show you guys as well. But anyway, it lasts us like a while, like probably like over a week, and I think it lasts good for 3 weeks, so that's good. We kind of eat salad like every day. So it is like super thick. So I'm just gonna add some water. Maybe I didn't need this big of a spoon. I'll probably just use the mayonnaise spoon. So anyway, yeah, my podcast, I want to do another podcast. And I want to do it on advice, because I love love giving my friends advice, and my friends are always calling me and like being like, hey, like I need help with this, like what is your opinion, you know? And I love talking to people. I actually like talking more than texting, and if you really know me, you know that I will literally call you just because I don't want to text. And I think texting is just kind of sad, and it's kind of slow. It's kind of like snail mail. That's what it reminds me of. I can add like a little bit of water in this. I mean, I kind of like the thickness, but if you're thinking about like, you know, putting it on your salad, like, probably need some water. Because, like, who wants dressing that thick? But anyway, that's pretty much what my podcast would be about. Someone wanted me to talk about future plans, which I'm so excited to talk about because I love talking about the future. So my future plan is I've really been loving real estate lately, and in the next, like, I don't know how many years, but very soon, I want to buy a house and just have it be renovated and have it be designed the way that I want it to be designed. And not have to worry about the finance to it, and just be like, okay, this is how much the house costs, this is how much I have that much, and this is how much I want to spend on renovating the house. And I have such this like idea in my head and jotted down on paper that I just can't wait in the next like 5 to 7 years to have my like own house. I mean, right now, California, like everyone kind of lives with everybody because the rent is so expensive. But I really don't mind like having my parents live with me since they are getting older. Like, it's not really much of a bother to me, and I don't really see it being a bad idea. Yeah, when I was in middle school, like I remember like I would look at people that were like 30 years old living with their parents, and like it's not even like that nowadays because it's so expensive. And so I just want to purchase my first home in the next 5 to 7 years and have it be renovated for a couple months to a year. I mean, the house that I'm living at, I own it, so that's good. I want something bigger. We have a really small house, and you know, the situation is what it is, but everything works out, and I just can't wait to live into a bigger house. And where I want to live is, which is like 12 minutes from the beach, and like, you know, about 12 to like 20 minutes to LA, depending where you're going. And so yeah, like I'm really excited. Like, I already have a real estate agent. He is a really good friend of mine, and we hang out all the time, and I love him so much, and he works so hard. If you want to go and just look at his stuff, and maybe if you have questions or if you're interested in buying your own house, he can definitely guide you. He's so smart, it's like crazy, kind of scary sometimes. But anyway, he's so trustworthy. I could talk about him all day. And we've just like gone through a lot together, and we're just amazing. But it's just so funny because we always laugh because we're always like, well, like you're the real estate person and I'm the finance person. Like, I'm like so good with money and like managing it, and I just love helping people in the money department and families. And so like I just can't wait to see where that goes either. And yeah, I just really cannot wait in the next like couple years to, you know, my money will be saved and I'll be able to purchase my house, and I'll be able to, you know, have it renovated and have it be designed the way that I want it to be designed. And I think that whoever your real estate agent is, I feel like they really do need to know that stuff because it helps them find the house that you want. And the less answers you give them, the harder it is for you. And I mean, the more stressful it is for you, and the harder it is for them trying to search for the type of house that you want. And so I'm very, very open to him about like what I want, how I want it, where I want it, when I want it, you know, and how much I want it to be. And you know, and I always ask him like, you know, do you think that the prices are going to go up? Do you think, you know, like what do you think? What is your opinion? So that's honestly like my whole like house thing. Another future, not this isn't even a goal, but like I am done with school in the next, I think like 5 months. In the next like 5 months, it's crazy to think that my schooling has just it's just almost over, and schooling also is taking up a lot of my time because we're on like bigger assignments, and it's kind of annoying because it's all like, what the fuck, like you want me to do this huge ass assignment and it's only like worth this much, like you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude, like oh my god. And so anyway, I'm pretty much done with this. I'm just stirring it because I can. Anyway, that's pretty much done, and then after you're done, you just put this in the refrigerator, and then whenever you're ready to eat it, that's when you eat it. Finish all my talking, and then I'll let you guys go. I keep saying that I'm in the process of in the process of my master's, but the process that I'm kind of in is I'm looking for a school, and I just don't really know where I want to go or what kind of master's degree I would like to study. I want to do something in like communication for children, but they don't have that, so can't do that. I really enjoy communications. It's really interesting to me, and that's something that I want to do. But also, I do want to go to USC to study this master's program that they have there. But it's just really expensive, but I really love the campus. I've been there multiple times. I love it. It just feels comfortable to me. I feel comfortable. And everyone, like not everyone, but like people that I've talked to there are just super sweet. And it's just an amazing environment. I've thought about UCLA too, and that's a really beautiful campus. But I haven't spent much time there, so I don't really know. And also, like, I thought about, like, the Cal State schools that they have here, but I do want to stay local, but, like, I don't really like any of the Cal State, like, not schools, but, like, I just don't really like any of, like, I don't know, there's just something about it that I don't really like. But also, like, I am in a private school right now, and, like, I feel like once you're in a private school, you just never want to go back to a public school because of all the resources you get. And yeah, that's pretty much it for what I wanted to talk about, updates. My ranch dressing is done. I hope you enjoy your healthy ranch dressing. Go find a little cute container for your ranch dressing. The ranch dressing container I have is about to go in the trash. When I find another container, if I find a like cute one, I want like something glass and elegant. So that's what I want, and something that like fits in your like refrigerator drawer, like on the side of the refrigerator. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I went to Target, they didn't really have anything. Hope you guys enjoyed this healthy ranch cooking video, and I want to do more cooking videos, so just let me know. And yeah, I have a big huge mess to clean up, and I got things to go do. So have a good day. Make sure to follow me on all social media. And yeah, I hope to see you guys on, I don't know, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, something, Twitter, shoot. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, and I'm trying to close it, so bye!